Time's up. Let's do this.
Alright. We ready now?
When you're ready.
Alright, I'm already queuing up. I was just making sure.
Fantastic. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's the Black Knight and BGH were good kind of in the pre-nerf meta. In this meta now, you wanna usually get punished a little bit by going wider. And so we have those MCTs to kind of recover. So what do you want to keep here?
So we get rid of Coon, obviously. And we keep the wild growth, but what about the idol?
So keeping idle is usually something we do if we think our opponent's going to be really aggressive. I'm not sure about a mage. Could be a Mana Worm secret deck, could be a control deck. I think either way we want to look for stuff like Wrath, Jade Blossom, even Swipe and Nourish. I'd rather throw back the idol. We really only keep that against Warrior and maybe Paladin, just to make sure that we can trade into the early stuff, but we don't, that's not an ideal use of the turn.
Okay. So we're just gonna keep the growth then.
Yep, I think so.
Alright.
Because if they have Mana Worm, we want a Wrath. Well, there we go.
I'm always confused about when and how to use the Doomsdayer. I really don't understand. And that's not just in this deck, in any deck. I get so confused on what I'm supposed to do with it.
Yeah, a lot of times it just gains you life. Oh, it looks like Elemental Mage. So a lot of times it gains you life. You play it when they can't kill it easily, or when they have to sink in a lot of damage to it, and it lets you develop. In this particular case, the Firefly is not a big enough threat for the Doomsayer, and really Doomsayer is where you're kind of countering what their next turn's play will be. So if you play a Doomsayer like into a, trying to think of a good example, but if you play it into a Mire Keeper turn or something, right? If they want a Mire Keeper and ramp, you just blow it up, they can't attack into you, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and Wild Growth here. We really just want to get the ball moving as soon as possible. And if it's a Secret Elemental Mage, if they play a Secret, we can play the Doomsayer into the Mirror Entity, and he gets a Doomsayer, and it blows up the board right away.
Okay. Alright.
Alright. Jade Blossom.
And so, I mean, I know we're supposed to use you try to use your all your mana, but I feel like maybe just
using all our mana here is not going to be as important as hitting a 6 next turn. The Jade Blossom is really really good.
Well, I was thinking that, but I just wasn't quite sure. The only other thing I would have thought would have been like the Wrath and Hero Power down and things to get a card draw or something. But I wouldn't.
But we're not under pressure here, right? It's if we can manage to stabilize and start being the deck that develops the threats as opposed to responds to them, that's really good for us. His deck, I mean, he plays 2 Fireflies, right? We're at 28. We're not under a lot of pressure here. So the likelihood of us being able to next turn just play Aya is going to be really good, right? He's not doing anything over there.
Okay, and how did you decide in your head between the Behemoth and Aya?
So Aya is a better threat when you're not on the back foot because it develops more. He wants to kill Aya, but if he does that, we get another Jade. If we play Jade Behemoth, it means we're being more defensive. We're not worried about keeping Aya's body on board. We just want to get our Jade count as high as possible, as fast as possible, because we're not defending here, right? Because we want to kind of go on the attack. That's where Aya comes into play.
Okay.
Because he wants to kill it. He wants to do something against it, and we're not going to. And even if he does, we get the 3/3 out of it. Then we play Behemoth next turn. Behemoth is less of a threat by itself, and it doesn't ramp her Jades quite as much.
Okay, and so you're saying that they perceive Aya as a threat because her attack's too high?
Well, we're going to use her to attack our opponent in the face, right? We're going to use her as a threat. And so now she gets to stick around. So we can go ahead and run the Jade Behemoth out there now.
Okay.
And then we just get to hit our opponent for 5 every turn.
And we're just going to avoid the Water Elemental.
Yep. Yeah, trading into that wouldn't do us much good here. He's going to bump it into our Jade Behemoth, and we can run the 3/3 into it, or we can just Wrath it, which is probably what we'll end up doing.
Okay.
And these Jades are going to kind of get out of control for our opponent very quickly. Yeah, because next turn if we just Wrath that Water Elemental for 3 and then play another Jade Behemoth, our opponent's going to be very far behind.
But I mean, how did you know he's even gonna bump that with his elements? Why wouldn't he just leave it alone?
How's he gonna deal with your pressure? If he does nothing, you attack him for 11, and you just do that twice and he dies. He has to do something about this board. He can't just wait. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go Jade Behemoth and then Wrath for 3 on that 3/3, and go all face.
Alright, we're gonna Wrath the Elemental.
Yeah, for 3, just to get rid of it. Because Water Elemental's annoying, it freezes stuff, kind of slows us down. And we have become the aggressor in this game, so we're going to play another Jade Behemoth, and we don't need to trade, because he's the one that needs to trade, so we'll just go face.
And see, normally, that would have been what I would have done with Aya. I would have went ahead and killed the Servant, because I would be scared that I'm going to lose everything to the board clear, or of some sort, and then be stuck with him still having elementals and me having nothing. And I always...
Yeah. I mean, he might have a Flame Strike. He would have to coin it out.
Right.
He could have it, but the likelihood of an elemental deck having a Flame Strike and coining it out is actually pretty low. And if he doesn't have it, we win immediately.
Okay. That's just in my head. I'm always like, trade and clear. Everything just needs to be clear, and then I can attack later, and I always mess up.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not a mess up, and sometimes that's correct, right? Like, sometimes that's the right thing to do. What I like here, I think I like the 4/4 and the hero power into the Tar Creeper.
Okay.
And so he's proven to us that he doesn't have Flame Strike. So what I like doing here is just going all face and then playing the Jade Idol for a 5/5. And this game will be over before it started. It's going to be difficult for him to punch through. Like, he can use the 5/4 and the ping. We can pass. He can use the 5/4 and ping to take out the Jade Behemoth. He can trade the 4/2 into something. But even if he has Blaze Caller here, we know he's got Flame Geyser, right? So he can kill 2 things, but we have so much pressure on the board. And we just developed a board he couldn't deal with, and a lot of what Jade Druid is all about is kind of developing a board they can't deal with. It's just a question of when does that happen.
I don't think he's just wasting our time, is he?
He's desperately trying to clean up the board, see what he's got. But yeah, I think most likely that he's going to die this turn. We'll see. Like, he can trade the 5/4 into the 5/5, but even if he kills the 3/3 with the Frostbolt that he was holding over it, it doesn't do enough.
I've been slamming my head against this rank 15 floor for a while. I just switched over to Wild to have some fun, and it's just brutal.
Yeah, it's what's Wild like? I haven't played much of it at all.
You what?
I haven't played much of Wild at all. What's it like?
Right now with that deck I'm using, it's so fun. It's just so fun. It's there we go.
I got him.
So he was just messing around with us, wasting our time. He wasn't really...
Well, just trying to see if he could survive. He was one off from surviving with the Frostbolt. He could have hit the 3/3, but our hero power takes him down.
Yeah, it's that big priest people were playing, but it's got Nosdormu and the new 4/8 with the that
Obsidian statue.
Yeah. And it's crazy. I mean, even if you don't have barns for a long time and you can survive to a certain 5, which you usually can, it's just so fun. It's crazy how much fun I had. I was burnt out, and then I swapped over and played that, and I was just back on a Hearthstone high. Alright, so...
Yeah.
Wait, okay. I don't... shoot. So I would throw back the Tar Creeper.
So this is a tough hand, right? Because the rogues I've been seeing are more aggro and tempo based. Yeah. I don't know about you. I've seen a lot more like pirate rogues. Well, Tar Creeper is going to be pretty solid there.
I've seen that 2 Prince one a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah, so that deck is generally a little bit more aggressive. Tar Creeper slows him down a lot. I don't think we keep Keeper or Nourish because they're a little bit too slow. We could keep Mire Keeper. We just don't do anything the first couple turns. Let's keep Mire Keeper and Tar Creeper and throw back Nourish.
Okay.
It's tempting to keep Nourish. And Mire Keeper, I'm not sure if keeping that is right or if we should dig harder for a different ramp. But so if we draw Wild Growth, we're happy. If we draw Wrath, we're happy. Otherwise, we'll just Hero Power on 2, Tar Creeper on 3, Keeper on 4, and then Behemoth on 5. Spreading Plague is really good in this matchup. Assuming that he is a Pirate Rogue.
Okay.
It's the Tar Creeper against a deck that I think is more likely to just try and bash our face in quickly. We really want that to go down early, and especially now that they don't play Eviscerate. If it's Miracle Rogue, yeah, it's not as good. But if it's that Tempo Rogue, we need something to slow them down because they generate damage very quickly, especially with Cold Blood.
Right. I wasn't aware they didn't do Vis anymore. What they?
Well, because of the Prince. You can't play Vis because of the Prince.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god.
Yeah, it takes a second to think about it because whenever you think of a rogue, you think of Eviscerate, but
Yeah.
they can't play it anymore because of the Prince. So
Right.
with no Eviscerate, they have a lot less damage from hand. They depend a lot more on the board than they used to.
Oh man, yeah.
All right, this is a hand. So we get to Creeper into Keeper. Yeah, and then we're just going to play taunts all game.
And then we're gonna, when we do Keeper, we're gonna go ahead and do the Crystal, so we can move into the Behemoth.
Almost always we use Keeper for Crystal, unless you have 9 or 10 mana already. Almost always it's correct to just ramp, because Ultimate Infestation is a silly, silly card.
Yeah, it's so good that sometimes it's cumbersome because you have too many cards and you don't want to overdraw.
Yeah, so we're going to spend our cards pretty aggressively. He looks like he has Edwin Van Cleef.
Aw, we don't have anything to answer, do we? Let's see.
Let's see.
This guy's
Okay,
toast.
it's not so bad. Yeah, that's a lot better for us. So we can just keep her for mana and hit him in the face.
The land
Okay.
serves me.
Mana Crystal.
Job's done.
Yeah, and then we have so many taunts here now. He is playing some kind of miracle. So we got to figure out how to make sure that we don't get blown out by giants. I think Spreading Plague will theoretically be useful, and this hand is very Jade heavy, so as long as we can survive a little while, I don't anticipate us being too far off, but Vanish can be rough.
You'll have 2 Arcane Giants. You'll have a Questing Adventurer, maybe.
He will probably have 1 questing, maybe
Okay.
2,
Okay.
but definitely Edwin, definitely double Arcane Giant. Oh my.
And then the what? Oh, okay. It was,
He borrowed that
This
from us.
guy's toast.
Oh well. Jade Behemoth will do just fine here. But yeah, so the mind control techs are actually pretty decent if he goes wide.
Okay, so sticking with the plan still.
Let's see. The other options, we go Jade Spirit and we hero power down the 4-1, which is not the worst. Yeah, I think we'd rather do that. Let's do the Jade Spirit and then kill the 4-1. Because getting to remove that for free is not so bad. And then this, we're still gonna Jade Behemoth next turn, we'll get a bigger guy.
Alright.
Kind of makes him use his dagger here, and yeah, there are a lot of ways to punish a one health minion. Like if we draw a Nourish, we can Nourish for mana and hero power it down, that sort of thing.
Oh, we got the Vile Spine Slayers too.
Yes,
Those things are so unruly. Pesky.
they're annoying. Yeah, it's now. Luckily, we'll create a wide enough board that it probably won't be a problem.
Okay.
But yeah, it can be annoying. So if he has patches, it's in hand.
Yeah, because it's yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if patches is in hand. Okay. Okay. Jade Behemoth looks pretty solid here. Though Spreading Plague actually is really good here. We could just Spreading Plague. That I don't know if he's gonna have a board this wide in the for the next little while. And Jade Behemoth kind of makes Plague worse. So let's just make three guys with big butts while we can.
Right. and then he can spend his resources trying to get through those, and maybe he won't have it for later.
Exactly, because otherwise, if we don't play it now, we're gonna make it so much worse with every card we play. Like if we play Jade Behemoth, then Spreading Plague is not gonna make 3 Scarabs. This is probably gonna be the best it'll be for the mid game, and it slows him way, way down. Because next turn we'll be able to go Jade Behemoth and Wild Growth into Ultimate Infestation.
That's gonna be just sick.
Yeah, and we want to spend the cards next turn. That's why we want to use the Wild Growth now, because we want to make sure, like you said, we make that UI less awkward. So next turn we'll have 6 cards in hand. We'll spend 2 of them. We'll go down to 4. We'll drop to 5. We'll spend UI, go down to 4. Drop 5, go to 9 cards in hand.
If you say it out loud like that, it sounds so ridiculous. It just, I mean, 5/5. God, look at that card.
It's absurd. It's a little too good. I think every number should be 4. I think 5 is too much.
I feel like the card draw is the biggest problem for it, or that makes it feel so broken. Is it's so many cards. I mean, the damage and the armor is not a big deal. I mean, some of the 5/5, a big deal. But God, refilling your hand.
Yeah, the refueling is really powerful.
It's ridiculous. I've got a cough or a cold or something on my chest. If you're wondering why my voice keeps cracking in and out.
Oh, no worries, man.
I've been hacking up stuff all weekend.
Jeez, that's unfortunate. So, we ate a card out of his hand. We're still going to trade that 1/2 into the 3/1.
Okay.
Because we still cleared all of his stuff and ate a bunch of damage. That Savage Roar would have been 8 damage to our face that I'm glad we take.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Yep, and then we'll just Wild Growth and Jade Behemoth here.
Alright.
Yep. And then we are in next turn. Not only are we going to play Ultimate Infestation, we're going to play Khan the Forgotten King first. So we'll get a 7/7, and then the 5/5, and then draw 5 cards.
I just crafted that one too.
It's silly.
It was probably maybe a week at most. I broke down and crafted it. I think I wanted. I think what was it, Aviana? Is that the other one that goes with that card? I think I got both of them crafted them.
Yeah, very nice.
So still with the same plan here.
Yep. Yeah, we stick with the plan. We can Ultimate Infestation Kun first.
Yeah.
Play Kun first for sure.
Okay, and then refresh our crystals.
Yep. And then let's kill that 3/1 while we can. Just to make sure it doesn't pick up a Cold Blood or anything silly.
Okay.
There's no reason to go face yet. Like we're not the aggressor quite yet in this game. We're kind of just this kind of slow, grindy steamroller. But getting that minion off the board is gonna be better. Oh my god, so many cards. Just a ridiculous amount of cards. Yep. And then the Jade Parade will start stomping through town shortly. Most likely next turn will involve a swipe as well to kill this Arcane Giant. We'll see what happens. This could be a Vile Spine turn for him.
Yeah. We can get one of them out of the way, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be able to kill stuff, but we just did a lot in one turn. Did a lot of things.
And I used to think that Auctioneer turn was pretty insane, but...
We just had an Auctioneer turn for 1 card.
Right.
Yeah. So, he's got to have patches in that sense. There's the Vile Spine.
Oh man, at least he got 3 of them.
Oh, right. it was created with Mimic Pod. Yep.
Right. So he's got another one in hand and another one possibly, I guess, in his deck.
He does. Alright, so... let's Spreading Plague again.
Okay.
And then let's play a Jade Spirit. Just to get a couple Scarabs again. We'll just slow him down. That's all we're doing here.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was just going to ask you. It's only 2.
Yeah, we'll just slow him down, and then we'll hit that Vile Spine with our 5/5. Okay. We know he has another one in hand, so we don't want to make anything too big here. We'll just develop as much as we can. Because we know if he has a Vile Spine that he can deal with a taller board with 1 big minion. He can't deal as well with a wider board. He might play Fan of Knives. A lot of us don't these days.
Right. Oh, man.
That's good for him.
What did we lose there?
We lost what? A
3-3
beetle and a jade spirit.
The 3-3 Jade.
Yep.
Oh man.
All right, so let's do Scara. Well, no, we know he has a Vile Spine, right? So let's do Scarab, Jade Behemoth, Doomsayer.
All right, the Scarab Beetle taunt.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, let's play that and the Jade Behemoth and the Doomsayer. Gonna feel weird. I know it feels real weird. But so what the Doomsayer does here is either he uses a Vile Spine on it, or his board gets cleared, right? Like, he's got to pick one of those.
Job's done.
So this is where the Doomsayer kind of comes in handy, right?
It's like a little insurance policy.
Yeah, well, either he loses Arcane Giant, or he loses a Vile Spine. Like, he uses the Vile Spine. It doesn't go away. It looks like that's what he's planning on. And he's got a couple Druid cards in hand, too. But yeah, I expect him to Vile Spine here, and then we'll use the swipe to kind of clean up the board. Might even be like a Fandral swipe Wrath turn.
And we don't need to save Fandral for our Jade Idols or nothing because I mean.
It'd be nice to do that, but it's not super necessary. Okay. That's the second vanish, so no more vanishes. Alright. So, we can go... we can play the Jade Behemoth he knows about. Yeah, play that.
Why would he even do that? I mean, he's just going to give us another...
Well, he wants to get pressure down with the Arcane Giant, I guess, because he's going to Vile Spine this upcoming turn, most likely.
Right.
It's kind of silly in my eyes, but he wants to do it. And then we'll play the Scarab Beetle.
So we do want the Jade Behemoth in...
Actually, you know what? Let's go Fandral.
Okay.
And then let's swipe and Wrath the Arcane Giant. Yeah. But just clear his board. And so he can Vile Spine here if he wants to, but then we start jading.
I bet he wants to. He probably just, thinks we've got big plans for that dude.
Yeah, well, Fandral's a scary card. He'll want to do it. Yeah.
And there's Mr. Jade
That's
Idol.
the first Jade Idol, right?
Yes, we should have another one.
Good. Yeah, it's nice if we get to chain Fandral with Jade Idols later in the game, but I'm not as worried about it. He's used both vanishes, too.
Okay, there's...
Here's the Vile Spine.
Yep.
So, we'll Spellbreaker the Gadget, and then we'll play the Jade Behemoth on the right that he knows about.
I was wondering what our plans were for this Spellbreaker.
Yeah, the other thing that we would use it for is Edwin, but I think we just want to get some Jades going.
Okay, what was it? It was a Spellbreaker and what else?
The Jade Behemoth he knows about. Yeah, that one right there.
Okay.
So, he might have another Vile Spine. We know that he Mimic Potted it. That came from the left of his hand, I think that's where it came from. But we have more Jades, we have more taunts in hand as well. Yeah, we can pass.
That second card from the left up there is one he got from something.
Is that the Mimic Potted card, or is that the Swashbuckler card? He's Swashbuckled like 4 times.
Okay, then that might be what it is. Those two middle cards are also gifts,
Yeah, I think it's all Swashbuckler.
Oh wow.
Okay. He Mimic Potted once, I think, or twice actually. He Mimic Potted twice, so I don't know if we've seen the second Mimic Pot card.
Okay, I didn't catch the second.
Yeah, it might be the card in the. So if it's the card in the left, that's probably it might be a Vile Spine because we know we played one. Okay.
Okay.
And I think what we're probably going to want to do is try and build a bigger board at this point. Without him having Vanish, with him using the Vile Spines already, we might just want to go as wide as possible. Like this. Okay.
Quickly.
Yeah, he's trading, which is good for us.
He traded everything but that one in, man.
Yeah.
There he is.
Okay. Man himself. Alright, so 8 cards in deck. Alright. Well, I think it is, Jade Behemoth we know is going to get Vile Spine, so I think we have to go Wild Growth first. And we're going to hold off on shuffling the Jade Idol. I don't want to do that quite yet. I want to look for maybe the second UI before we do that, or a Nourish. So yeah, let's Wild Growth now.
Alright.
And just draw the card. See what we got. Alright. And then I think Jade Behemoth and Scarab Beetle might be... Well... It's probably Jade Behemoth and then Jade Idol, actually. We're gonna take a bunch of damage this turn, but
Okay.
I think we have to develop a little bit.
Alright.
Yeah, I think we have to go Jade Behemoth and Jade Idol, because we'll make a 6/6 and 7/7. We'll make one Jade. We'll save the other Jade Idol.
Alright.
Actually, do we spend the other Jade Idol? Nah, let's just go ahead and make a 7/7 and keep the other one. Save it for later.
Okay. Are you saving this for Beetle for something too? Is why you said don't play it?
If we had two mana, I would have played it this turn. We just don't have enough mana.
Okay. Alright. I wasn't sure you had a plan for it or something.
Yeah, just wanna. Nothing in particular. Just want to make sure that we are able to. What is he doing? Oh my goodness! Healing touch. Yeah, in this matchup, we're gonna have to kind of run him out of threats, which we're actually pretty close to doing.
He's trying to get rid of that one too.
Yep.
Wants everything gone. Or maybe he just
Let's
wanted
see.
to cycle.
What are we looking for here?
Got
So
a mind
let's.
control tech in there. I got a Blossom, Aya.
You got a mind control tech in there, you say?
Don't
So
we?
then we got a nourish for a mind control tech. Let's nourish and draw 3. We really want a mind control tech, because then we get to also wrath. Yeah.
Didn't get it. We got a swipe.
Swipe's pretty good here. Let's see. So we can swipe the gadget.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta swipe the gadget, and then we'll.
And that's because we're just trying to cut him off from drawing.
Yeah.
Cards.
Yep. Yeah, and we're gonna trade into the Arcane Giant.
Okay, because I was wondering about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, we're gonna trade into the Arcane Giant. That's the Edwin's his last big threat, and he's only got 5 cards in the deck.
Okay.
So next turn we'll be able to Malfurion and just start gaining some life.
Do we want to save this?
We can shuffle it now.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Job's done.
And then a lot of times, the ultimate infestation is just used for lethal. I mean,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
just
that-
for damage.
It's what's so
Whoa.
crazy about it.
That's a giant anaconda. That's what that is.
And that's lethal. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. He's got. Yep.
Let's see. So we're gonna wrath the giant anaconda. I don't think it's gonna get anything.
He
We have to hope it
shouldn't,
doesn't.
Yeah,
He shouldn't. We have to do it. He's played both giants.
Yeah, and we've killed them. They're good. They're gone. Whew. Okay.
Okay, and then we play Malfurion and 2 taunts.
That's another choice I always.
Yep.
I don't know. I thought that you would always do taunts, and I heard someone else say it's better to do the poisonous.
In this situation, if our life total was higher, I'd agree with them. I just don't want to take that much damage. But I think we have to just taunt up.
Okay.
And we got another taunt in hand too. He's played both vanishes. And then we'll be able to start gaining life every turn.
Is eternal. My turn is not.
Second.
He's gonna run out of cards.
Yeah.
He's gonna Vile Spine us, but he's gonna run out of cards.
And now watch mind control tech stroll in here.
Yeah.
There's not enough.
Nope.
Yeah.
We get, so let's do Aya Blackpaw.
Alright.
Golems are a girl's
And then, what do we want to do? We're at 18. He's got 11, 12 showing. He's played an Eviscerate already. I think we can scare a Beetle here. And then I think we Jade Idol for Jade over the hero power because we are representing a swing back for lethal if we do it this way. Yeah, because we suddenly just have complete domination of the board.
Yeah, and we've also met the threshold where our golems are so big, even if he had giants left, you know, they're just too big now. 9, 9, 8, 8, 10, 10. We still got a Jade Blossom too, don't we?
I think did we burn it?
Oh.
Or maybe the last card is a Jade. Yep. I think the last one was a Jade Idol.
We've got a let's see, we got a Blossom and 2 idols.
Yeah. Yep, we got Blossom, Idol, you're right. And he's got 1 card in deck. He's got 1 card left, so he can't draw anymore. Wow, this game was intense.
Yeah.
I wonder.
And this one, a lot of times, if they get the start like this, I mean, he's doing what Miracle Rogue is supposed to do, is keep a constant stream of pressure. So we've never been able to let up. All we do is deep. That's all we've been able to do.
I've always had trouble playing against rogues.
Yeah, it's Miracle Rogue is a difficult class. It's intimidating in a lot of ways.
And I hated playing against them until I started to play as one to understand it. Then I really enjoyed it, but I wasn't very good at it.
It's fun, but it's tough. Our opponent did not play this correctly, unfortunately for him.
I think he ran out of time and just freaked out.
Yep, so we get to trade Eye into Edwin.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we get to trade our 8/8 into the 3/4. Doesn't matter. And then we'll Jade Blossom. And we'll play the...
Yeah.
Yep. And we'll play the Infestor on the left. And we'll gain some armor. And I feel confident that we will win this game. Feel pretty good about it.
I'm out of cards.
So he's done with his Slayer, Valspine Slayers. He's done everything. I mean, I don't think there's anything.
Yeah. Yep, and he's done with Vanishes too.
Oh yeah, both the Vanishes are gone.
Yep, with both Vanishes gone, we can play a little differently.
There's a second Eviscerate.
Yeah, he can double eviscerate us. He's just conceding with style.
He's gonna attack that with his face, yeah.
Yep, just conceding with style. Got him. Man, what a game.
There's no way I would have ever won that game in my life.
It was difficult, right? Because he played it pretty well in the middle there.
Yeah.
He was able to throw out that Arcane Giant early, which is definitely a good call. Druid typically has difficulty dealing with those big minions in the mid game. And we were kind of on the back foot throughout the whole thing. We just needed to get value out of everything as best we could. I think we used those spreading plagues in a way to gain us a lot of life. Yeah. That matchup it used to be way worse than it is now too, because Druid used to not be able to keep up at all.
None can escape my fury.
And the dang mind control tech did not want to party. He just wanted to stay.
So, do we have him? I'm gonna make sure we have him in the list I gave you. There's one of them. Yep.
I thought there was one.
He was the last card in the deck. All right.
So.
Well, keeping Tar Creeper worked out last time. Let's keep it again, and we
what
can
about
throw
this?
back the other two.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about the Jade Spirit.
Yeah, we only want ramp. We kept the Mire Keeper because we wanted ramp, but without ramp, you just throw everything back.
Okay.
We'll keep the Tar Creeper in case it's more aggressive.
I do like the Tar Creeper being in there. I didn't. I don't think the other one had that. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's been better in this meta than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's worked out so far against our opponents. Tar Creeper, it's a really well designed card. It just gives you time. All you need with this deck is just time. I guess also our opponent didn't have patches. Played
Yeah.
Swashbuckler without patches. Oh god. There's Keliseth.
Oh man. And watch him
All
Shadow
right,
Step.
so we'll save the Jade Idol. He doesn't have a Shadow Step. He would have done it already. We'll save the Jade Idol because we just play into his dagger turn. We don't want to do that, so we'll just hero power him.
Yeah, I forgot that card was 0 cost. Isn't that right? Shadow Step 0?
Yeah. Yep, it's 0 and reduces by 2, so he would have done it already. And I'm glad he didn't, but it's going to be a tough game. Thank goodness for Spreading Plague.
Yeah. Oh, there he comes. 2-2. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Tar Creeper will save our bacon here. Tar Creeper and a swipe will definitely be helpful. But our opponent is going wide already, so we just need to make sure that we survive the Spreading Plague. Oh boy. I think that's really tempting. But we take so much damage if we don't do it. I think we still Tar Creeper.
You were thinking about doing the Blossom?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we still Tar Creeper. It's
Okay.
it's close. And maybe what we might do instead is next turn we might go Blossom Idol.
Alright.
We'll see.
So
But
if,
I think we need to protect our life total.
say he still played these cards, but he didn't get the Prince ticks off anything, and they're all just, he was a 1/1, would you then do the J Blossom? Because it would be
I think about it. If we weren't under as much pressure as we are, then yeah, I would definitely.
Because then it would have just been 2, 3, it's been 4 damage.
Yeah, if it's 4 damage, then we can Blossom for sure. But it's going to be 7, and if he plays South Sea Captain, it's way more.
Okay. Oh yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, if he plays South Sea Captain, it'd be 9, and that's just too much for us to take this early in the game. Yeah, so we're not going to swipe this turn. So this turn is probably going to be, yeah, this is going to be Idle and Blossom. It's going to make a 1/1 and a 2/2 and ramp a little bit, and then we'll get to Spreading Plague.
Alright, what's the reasoning behind not wanting to swipe? Just does it kill enough?
Doesn't kill anything. Kills one thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, got it.
Okay,
Oh.
so let's do that. Let's
Alright.
MCT. Can't say no. Alright, I will take that Keliseth, and then we can make a 1/1 now with the Idol.
Alright.
Yeah, MCT is really good
He
here.
came ready to party. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's like killing a minion and getting a 2/2.
Right.
So, yeah, we'll take that all day. It's too good for us to ignore.
Trust
There he is.
pirate's code.
Man himself.
I didn't see where he drew him, if he top decked him or if he already had him in his hand.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Swipe will work out pretty well here, I think.
And then we'll hit the caps in there with the swipe.
Probably.
Okay.
Most likely we will do that. Depends how he
Well, yeah,
plays
we'll have to
this
because
turn.
he's gonna kill everything, isn't he?
Yes.
He's gonna-
So,
Okay.
so in that case, let's this is where let's Blossom and Hero Power down the 1/1. Because we'll get a 2/2. And we'll get to kill the 1/1. And we'll get to ramp the mana a little bit. I think we're not under quite as much pressure now because he traded everything off. The MCT really slowed it down. So we're at 22. We're facing down 5. I feel a lot better about ramping here, just so we can be able to develop pretty aggressively soon. But we're in a little bit more of a stable spot. We just want to watch out for the Bone Mare turn in a couple turns. But we want him to go wide here and trade down, because then we can Spreading Plague. Okay.
Does this deck just play one of the bone mares?
It can be 1 or 2.
Dang.
Yeah.
And then you got that other.
Yep. Let's see
Great.
how we do. What do we want to do here?
See, this row I just have absolutely no clue at all.
Let's swipe that South Sea Captain. And let's Wild Growth.
Okay.
Gaining to 1 life is nice and all, but we really just want to make sure we can do as much stuff as possible, and that we make Spreading Plague better for us. So we'll pass, and then we'll see what he wants to do. It might have been right to trade the 2/2 in, as weird as it feels,
Well,
but I think it's better to wait and let him make the trade.
well, I was just
Oh.
thinking. Wait, what was that? Oh.
That's not good for us. Now, luckily, we have the mana to still cast Spreading Plague, but boy, that sucks. Yeah. The other option here is just Aya. Yeah, we have to Spreading Plague. It feels really bad. Because it costs 8. He really wanted to beat Druid. Yeah, Unraveler is really good against us. Really, really good. It's kind of this anti-druid tech card. If he has Bone Mare here, the game is probably over. He would Bone Mare the 1/1 and trade all 3. And I don't see us coming back from that.
And then, yeah, okay. And
Let's see.
even Edwin Van Cleef can be nasty because he'll be like he'll start off as a
3/3. Yep.
already. Golly.
Yeah. Yeah. This
So
board is one that we're not going to come back from. He really wanted to beat Druid, and he got Kaliseth in the opener, so he's got lethal damage. So what we can do is we can try. So let's see, 6, 12. Yeah, we'll Kun first. We'll Kun first, and then we'll cycle the Wrath on the 5/1 and hope for something good. Hope for a swipe.
Got Malfurion.
1 mana off. Yep, we're dead. You can concede. Close.
Well played.
But he had Prince on 1, right? We're probably not going to beat that.
Is that it? We got time for another one? What's the deal?
Yeah, we got time. We started at like 10 past, so we can play another couple.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not in a super hurry here.
Alrighty.
And I'm not gonna end in a loss. Come on. That MCT was good. That kind of deck though, especially if they play Sap, they're kind of set up pretty well against Druid. You can tell from Unraveler that they really did not want to lose to us.
Yeah.
Hunter.
versus Rexar.
So we want to go with a low cost as possible. There's our Tar Creeper again. That's our buddy.
Yeah.
We're definitely keeping that for this matchup, and we'll keep Jade Blossom as well.
What about the swipe?
I don't think so. I don't mind it. I'd rather look for Wrath, Wild Growth, or even Jade Idol. It's a little bit slow. Like, it wouldn't be the worst thing later in the game, but we want to make sure we get to the point of needing it.
Okay. So Blossom and Creeper.
Yeah.
All right.
I could see swipe being correct. I just really want a 1 or a 2 here. All right. Yeah. Wrath is good.
Okay. See, the hunters always give me trouble because they have, you get to watch out for the 2 Flappy Birds and the 2 hyenas, and I generally just don't know how to deal with that many. Good. Just pass here.
It's hard. Yeah, we just pass. We'll probably coin Blossom into Jade Spirit, but we'll see what he plays. But yeah, it's a tough matchup.
And I tell you, every time they have that Razor Maul. Every time.
Yeah. It's they mulligan pretty hard for it. Divine Shield. Okay. At least it's not causing us it's not putting a lot of pressure on us.
Yeah.
Let's point out the Jade Blossom. Because we're just going to ramp here and try and get ahead of him. Because if we go Jade Blossom into Jade Blossom into Jade Behemoth, we're okay. The other thing we could do is Jade Spirit into Tar Creeper Wrath. We'll see what he does. I mean, the 1/1 with Divine Shield, it's just an Argent Squire. It's not putting a lot of pressure on us, so we don't need to worry about it too much. Oh my. Oh my.
Seriously.
Well, he's got a good draw. Alright, more Divine Shields. That's fine. Okay. Well, I guess we have to kill that. Let's see here.
Okay.
So I think actually what we're gonna do is go Jade Idol, Jade Blossom. I think we have to do it that way. Because it's really tempting to kill stuff here, but if we don't get on the board somehow, we're gonna just fall behind. So I think we just do this, because the next turn we can go Wrath, Jade Spirit. We're making big guys. So, and he's low on cards. I just need him to not have Houndmaster.
Yeah.
Houndmaster would be a total bummer.
He's mousing over that one with Divine Shield.
Okay, hyena.
There we go. That's the ones that always scare me.
Yeah.
See?
It's a scary card. Yep.
Oh,
yep, he's doing just fine here. It's a big thing. But that's actually less scary here than, it's less scary than a lot of other cards he could have. Yeah, so let's Jade Behemoth here.
It's a change of plans, huh?
We gotta put a taunt up. But if he runs this hyena into this, then we still have a 4/4, and we can wrath the hyena down. So we have to do it this way.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have a way of clearing that here, which we're totally going to take. And then we'll also be able to play Jade Spirit and make a 5/5 or play Tar Creeper for our life totals under duress.
And we did it just like you said, and now
Yep.
we can.
Alright, so we're not in great shape here, but what we can do is we can Wrath the 8/2 first. We'll do that first. We need to hope he does not have Kill Command. If he does not have Kill Command, we go Tar Creeper Doomsayer. Eagle Horn Bow would be bad too, but if he doesn't have any kind of damage in hand, the Doomsayer will go off. And otherwise, you know, I mean, it is what it is, but he's going to have to throw all his damage into it anyway, so we at least get a little bit of breathing room.
I think so what I've been doing for the Doomsday is I would, and I'm sure this is wrong, but I would be playing him earlier. Well, in any deck, I would try to play him on like 2 or 3 just to keep him off the board, instead of like you're doing how you put him behind some sort of a taunt or something to make him choose. Where
Yeah,
either
well,
way you win.
If we had Doomsayer on in turn 2 in this match, we would have played it 100% of the time.
Oh,
Like, it depends.
okay.
It depends how much pressure they put on you. Oh my god, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it.
So he just wants the 2/2s to be on the board.
I guess so. We're gonna Jade Spirit and we're gonna Hero Power his face. Yeah, because we know we're gonna use this Wild Growth for cards, so we just don't need to do it now. We'll Nourish next turn for cards as well. But
So
yeah,
maybe he has another.
Could have another Highmane, I guess, or another Houndmaster.
Houndmaster is what I was wondering. He just wanted to make sure the beast survived.
Something's on the board, yeah, but seems kind of silly to me.
But he hasn't played it. He's just still fiddling with his cards, so...
Yeah, I'm not sure what his plan is. I mean, we made a 5/5 and a 2/3 right into his turn, so gotta feel bad for him. But yeah, it's the Doomsayer. It's a tempo play in the matchups where you're really far behind early, like against Pirate Warrior or even against Hunter. Against something like Paladin's pretty good too. Against decks that are a little slower, you can play it to slow the game down in the middle.
Okay. So we gotta watch out. We got another, he'll have another Hyena, another Highmane.
Yeah.
And
No more Razor Moths, though.
I guess Death Star Correxar, but we'll be too big of our minions to worry about that killing anything. Oh,
wow.
Bone Mare, what?
He plays Bone Mare.
Yeah,
Alright, well, let's Nourish for cards. See what we get here. Wouldn't mind a Spellbreaker, wouldn't mind a Swipe.
Draw 3 cards. Okay, Raw Growth.
UI will be good next turn. Alright, so let's play Mire Keeper for a 2/2. And then we'll trade into the Beast.
Land serves me.
Hey, Cinder.
Heyo. Are y'all in session?
We are.
Hello.
Hey. Are y'all just starting or almost done?
We'll be ending in a couple minutes. Yeah,
Okay.
we're in this epic match right now. If it's a loss, we'll probably play another. If it's a win, we'll probably retire on top.
Cool. I'm gonna go occupy the patron room then.
Have fun in there.
Whoop.
Yeah, Kill Command. Oh, Hyena. Okay.
There it is.
Makes sense.
But we can...
We can UI it. Yeah, even if he runs all 3 into minions, then we can UI it. We'll take 5. We'll take some damage this turn, but we can still kill it. Yeah, so if he gets greedy and runs 1/1 and 2/2 and, let's see. Or actually, he can't kill everything if he does it that way. Yeah, but we can UI it. Yeah. And so he should probably go face with that one. It's going to be a tight game no matter what happens.
Such big teeth I have.
My goodness. So what we really wanted to swipe.
We still got both of them in there, so I mean...
Alright, well he didn't go face, so let's UI that thing. And go to 20. And yeah, so him not putting the Bone Mare to face actually puts us in such a better position. So he traded, but Now what we're gonna do, we have MCT and Spreading Plague. We have so many different ways to punish him. Yeah. And we're at 20. We've got facing down 10 damage.
Oh.
Sure. So that's actually really good for us. Because what we're gonna do is we Spreading Plague first. Yeah, we'll let's see. I think we'll save Kun for armor, but we'll Spreading Plague first, and then we play MCT.
I can't find it. I've got so many
There's
cards.
so many cards. Look at us.
There it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Even
So we'll play
at-
Spreading
even
Plague,
at
and then
6 mana, we're still getting value.
yeah, it's a really good card. And then we'll play the MCT now,
Okay.
and then we'll save the Kun next turn because the life total is still under pressure from his hero power, and so we want to make sure we save that to gain 10 armor because he won't be able to deal with that.
We get a third of our health back.
Oh my goodness!
Oh man.
Wow, that's
Oh,
gonna be good. All right.
That's a cool animation.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
solid.
pretty slick.
So he'll get to get to kill one of these. We're still in really good position now. Because he'll be able to trade into one of them, so next turn we'll be able to swipe and clear the board. And then we'll run the 3-1 into the 3-2 that pops out of the Grandmother.
Okay.
And then we'll play Jade Behemoth. Are we just trading away now? Sure. That cannot possibly be right. Yeah.
Yeah,
What he
it
was
is.
doing could not possibly be right. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Alright, so let's swipe the... We'll swipe the 5-2. We'll play Jade Behemoth. And then we'll trade into the 3-2. And go face with the other taunts.
We're just gonna use the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just like that. Yep. Then we'll go face. We'll still probably save Kun to gain armor, but without him having the steady shot, it's a little bit less pressing. We might use him just to finish out the game. Depending on what he does, we can also... We have a wall of taunts, so this is where Malfurion would make more sense to make poison.
Alright.
And he also gains us life, which we want to do. So we can go like Kun Malfurion and gain life, and so we still gain 8, and we get a free 7/7. And then we'll have poison, so we can just end the game in a couple turns.
Well, we haven't seen either one of the kill commands, have we?
I don't think so. So we definitely want to gain some life. Yeah, we haven't seen the kill commands.
But if you don't have a beast out there anyway, so it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter. You can't hit us.
He's
for
building beasts every turn. So it's unlikely that he'll get a cheap one, but if he gets a 7-drop or something, he can still kill commanders for 5. We'll see what he drops this turn. Build a beast is really powerful. It's better than it looks, and it already looks pretty good. Yeah, it's a really strong effect, but I think that
I thought it was silly, but after here recently when they started playing playing this decks and putting him in there, they've had some crazy combinations that were really strong.
Yeah, it's better than it looks for sure. Yeah, like that guy is Wind Fury, so we have to kill it. Let's see. So we can go Kun for mana crystals.
And we're doing mana crystals, not the armor.
Yep, mana crystals, correct.
Okay. So I know we just
And then we'll do mouth for poison.
The circle of life is over.
Because the poisonous are gonna trade really well into his Build-A-Beast, and then we'll run our 6/6 into his 4/6, and then we'll gain 3 life from the hero power, and we can hit him in the face.
And at that point, I don't see what he can do.
Yeah, it's gonna be really difficult for him to win here.
At 18.
Yeah, we're at 18. We can gain life every turn, and the spiders just completely ruin his hero power. And this is where poison makes a lot of sense. That he doesn't have board presence, and we're trying to prevent him from having it. We don't need to protect our life total as much here because we already have a wall of taunts. So just anything he plays, we just eat with the spider.
Well, you definitely called that when you said, here he goes, when you said, that the druid, the nerfs will not affect the druid that much. You were right on the head with that.
Yeah, I mean, the deck is good. Without Innervate, it feels less scummy, because with Innervate, there were some games that were completely ridiculous, and with the Spreading Plague at 5, that card was too good at 5. It was just too good. So I'm glad they moved it to 6. I mean, we were playing it at 6, and the card won us a couple games.
Yeah,
So
for
I'm
sure.
really glad they changed it, because it was definitely a little bit too good at 5 mana. So what stood out to you as different from what we did, or different from the thought process here than what you were used to?
The whole, every bit of the, Doomsdayer was, that was just, the opposite of what I was thinking. Just that I feel like I've been terrible at how to trade efficiently. So just helping me get the mindset on trading properly is something I'm going to be taking to work on this next couple of days on this weekend.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to help, man.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in, but it's a lot more helpful than just watching the streams, which I mean, I try to watch all the streams and everything, but this is so much more helpful.
Yeah, the streaming, I mean, it's nice, but it's kind of impersonal, right? That's what I really like, the one-on-one interaction here.
Yeah. All right. Well, I won't take up any of your time, and I appreciate this.
Yeah, man. Glad we finally got to connect here in voice and do some coaching.
Yes, sir.
Cool. I will see you around, man.
All right. See you.
Yep. Later.